Tell me a bit about your internship, like where you went, what you did, and some key things you learned.
Yeah, so I had my internship with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Middle Tennessee in Nashville, where I was a computer science intern, and then I had the opportunity to work in two different environments, where it was on site and then in the office. On site, I was an instructor for week-long coding camps, where we focused on app design and coding principles. And we had a partnership with Apple, so we used apps like Swift Playgrounds and Keynote to teach them these stuff. And then for in-office, I worked on an intern project to develop an app that collected data on the youth's mood using an emoji-based interface. And I got to work with Xcode, Google Firebase, and then learning the Swift language. And yeah, that's what I did over the summer.
That's so cool. Can you describe the most important technical thing you learned during your internship, and why was it so important?
Yeah, I would say that working on the app development project was I learned the most from. I had never worked with the Swift language before, so I had to learn a whole different language of programming. And then I had never done iOS specifically development, so it was like having to learn a whole new IDE for it was um, really impactful for me. And then also just knowing the whole process of um, putting an app through the app revision process to eventually put it on the Apple Store.
That's amazing. What is the most important non-technical thing you learned during your internship?
I would say the most non-technical thing was the ability to be really flexible and adaptable, especially when you're working with kids. A lot of things go wrong. Additionally, all the kids are really different from one another. So learning what works with a group of kids in contrast to others was really important. So definitely adaptability was really key to what I was doing over the summer.
Okay. Can you explain what you feel most proud of that you accomplished during your internship and why?
What I feel the most proud of is that the intern project we were working on over the summer is actually on the Apple Store right now as an unlisted app. So it's only being distributed to in only in the BGCMT scope, but it was still something we're really proud of that we were able to go through the process of getting it on there.
Okay. What is the important or most surprising thing you learned through your research paper?
I would say so. My research focused on the intersection of technology and youth education, and I mostly focused on the educational outcomes of programs like this where I was working on and any equitable challenges they faced. So I learned that there's a lot of visibility challenges of this programs like this reaching the audiences that it's for. A lot of the participants didn't even know about this program until they came across it. And additionally, like resources was a big thing. Participants who were in areas with higher resources had a lot more experience with coding, whereas those who were in areas that didn't have as much required more help from us instructors. So seeing that in real life, that gap was really impactful for me.
Amazing. Well, that's it. All I have for you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.